devil moon.
That old devil moon. Episode 6.
Message from Starfleet, sir.
On screen, Lieutenant.
The Enterprise will proceed to the Alpha Proxima system. While the indigenous race on Proxima 3 has not reached a technological level commensurate with entering the Federation, and therefore under the protection of the Prime Directive of non-interference, we do maintain a discrete monitoring satellite. It has picked up activity from an asteroid in an elliptical orbit. You are to investigate without interfering with life on the planet.
According to the library computer, the Alpha Proxima system has 5 planets and an asteroid belt. A large asteroid is heading towards the inner planets and should pass close by Proxima 3. It passes through the interior of the system once every 200 years. The people of Proxima 3 call it Scythe, the same name as their god of war.
God of War, Mr. Spock? Isn't that a bit surprising from a people whose technology matches 20th century Earth?
Considering the level of warfare during that century, I'm surprised that it is Earth that did not have a god of war. In any case, about a millennium ago, Proxima 3 suffered a globally devastating war.
Blew themselves back to the Stone Age, Mr. Spock?
Late Bronze Age, Ensign. They rebuilt their world in half the time it had taken to get there originally. But the Armageddon was mythologized as a battle between the Sophs and Lucres. In that war, the planet was raised, and all the gods died except Scythe. He had rained fury down upon the world, then went off on a long dance of victory. His return is a time for worldwide soul-searching and atonement.
And Scythe returns and our monitoring station picks up activity.
It would seem that we should proceed to Alpha Proxima and scan Scythe.
It's convenient how it's always taking place. So many worlds are like 20th century, just like Earth. 20th century Earth. Another model planet right there. Alright, I think I know where this is, but to be safe.
Save new game. Can't replace previous.
Alright. We're going. I think this is it. Remember early on when we kept going to the wrong system and getting our ship blasted by Romulans and crap. Good times.
I am picking up primitive radio broadcasts from Proxima 3, sir, but nothing from Scythe.
Orbit?
Entering standard orbit.
I am picking up primitive radio broadcasts from Proxima 3, sir.
A sensor scan of Scythe reveals surface features consistent with damage left by a nuclear attack. It would seem to have been a target during Proxima's war.
Scythe rained fury down on the planet and then left on a dance of victory. A missile base, Captain?
It would seem to make sense.
Captain, I just monitored a narrow beam message from Scythe to Proxima 3. I don't have it all. I just caught a bit of the initial burst. I'm attempting a translation, but it appears to be a computer code.
Any response from the planet?
The Proxtrites will not have the equipment necessary to understand and reply to that code for another 25.6 years at their present rate of development.
Search for any of this stuff? Scythe?
Scythe.
I haven't used the computer very much.
In an elliptical orbit in the Alpha Proxima system. Spectral analysis of its composition indicates that it has minimal atmosphere and that it was once a moon of the planet Proxtra, hurled out of its orbit by a catastrophe. The 17th letter of the Lucre alphabet is named Scythe, probably not by coincidence.
Lucre?
Lucres. One of the 2 ancient cultures of Proxtra, see Sophs. The Lucres believed that a man who made the most of his ability was a god. Their individualism put themselves at odds with the communitarianism of the Sophs. The Lucres used base 3. Their organization was based on units of 3, making up sets of 99. The number 99 was known to have religious importance to them.
Sophs?
Sophs. One of the 2 ancient races of Proxtra. They lived in a highly advanced culture that valued the community ahead of the individual, which put them in conflict with the Lucres. The Sophs used base 4 in their mathematics, and their organization was based on units of 4 to make up sets of 100.
What's the name of a lady that Kirk got with at some point away? Base 3?
Base 3. the mathematical basis for the Luger culture. There are 3 numbers in base 3, 0, 1, and 2. Thus 3 in base 3 is 1, 0. 4 is 1, 1. 5 is 1, 2. 6 is 2, 0. 9 is 1,
Well, that's all kinds of wacky. Base 4.
Base 4. The mathematical basis for the Sophs culture. There are 4 numbers in base 4. 0, 1, 2, and 3. Thus 4 in base 4 is 1, 0. 7 is 1, 3. 8 is 2, 0. 12 is 3, 0. And 16 is 1.
About Carol Marcus.
Topic not available, Captain.
Neriminic?
Topic not available, Captain.
Kirk?
Kirk, James.
The only one in the entire Federation.
Captain James Tiberius Kirk.
Oh,
Current
the
captain
ladies.
of the USS Enterprise, the youngest captain in the history of Starfleet.
Damn right. Alright, Spock?
Topic not...
Spock. Full name. Uncodable.
One of the finest Starfleet officers, or science officers. Alright, we beaming down, my man?
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Thank you, Blondie. He looks familiar.
Captain, Mr. Scott wishes to speak with you.
Can we breathe this atmosphere? Should I have checked that first?
Problems with the transporters.
We didn't notice anything being
Oh, great.
Just a glitch in the main transporter program.
Check your
Mr.
crotch,
Ryan is loading it
Captain.
back up and we're
It's not there
performing
anymore.
tests. The transporters will be down for about an hour.
An
That
hour.
will still give us plenty of time, Scotty.
I know. I have the lads in engineering doing a complete overhaul of the ship's systems.
Good, Mr. Scott. I'll keep you posted. Kirk out.
These stones look like faces.
These stones resemble those on
I was gonna
Earth,
say,
on
they look
Easter
like the...
Stone
Even that kid from
monoliths
Easter
and
Island can
faces
do
are a
one
common
sit-up.
artistic expression in evolving cultures.
Like the faces on Vandu, too. Even the animal face art of the Orion post-decadence movement is similar.
We got the nerd ensign. Oh well, at least he knows some stuff this time.
They hadn't the last time I was there.
I get some rocks.
You fail to obtain
I get some
anything.
faces.
You fail to obtain anything.
You loser.
You fail to obtain anything.
Alright.
You retrieve a rock.
What? Can we scan the faces?
Unremarkable except for low-grade power emanations from the door area.
Yeah. That's fine.
The rocks have a high quantity of triphosphorate silver in them.
It's kind of cool, I guess, if you don't think about it.
Save new game.
That's a big door. That's a really big door.
Captain, I'm afraid we got a wee
What now, Mr.
What is
Scott?
it, Scotty?
There is some sort of virus in the main computer. Our phasers and tractor beams have been disabled, and there's no way we're getting them back in
Now
3
it's
hours.
3 hours,
There
Mr.
goes our
Scott?
backup plan. Do what you can, Mr. Scott.
Aye, I will, Captain. I may yet have a trick or two that I can pull, but don't count on any miracles.
Isolate that virus. That's your number one priority.
That it is, Captain. We'll keep you informed. Scott out.
Spock, see what you can do with that log.
Glad he just knew to delegate to Spock right there. I was about to do that. Code? Oh, what were some of those numbers earlier? There's like 1s and 2s. 1.
That did not seem
Why'd you
to
hit
work,
5
Captain.
buttons when I just told you
Perhaps we
1?
should try a number that had some significance to them. Remember, they
I
were
know,
very
but I don't.
superstitious.
Alright, hold on. Pull this up. I was close.
Spock, see what you can do with that
I was
log.
close. It was 10,200. And we got another one coming up as well, 122.
Ah, that worked. I see you deduced that 10200 in the Lucre's base 3 was equal to their sacred number 99.
Yeah, let's say that's what I did. Thanks, Spock.
Report, Scotty. How are things going?
About as badly as a killed in a blast furnace, Captain. Wait a minute. Lieutenant New
Killed in a blast furnace.
The virus came from our sensor sweep of the moon's computers. We believe we have analyzed the memory sectors it attacked.
Well done, Uhura.
I wish I could take credit for it. It was Mr. Kyle who found the pattern.
What the hell's Mr. Kyle?
We're attacking it with antivirus programs.
Computer science sounds more like medicine every day.
If we had a doctor as good with computers as you are with patients, we'd be having a lot fewer problems.
Finally, someone who appreciates me.
Not sure that's what she was saying.
Kirk out.
Kirk out. What we got here?
Spock, see what you can do with this.
This might be the 122.
The console reports the following. Welcome to Orbital Missile Base.
Scythe.
Codename Scythe. This base has been operational for the past week. It has completed one successful fire mission. Estimation of success is at 22 over 100.
22%?
I'd call
That's
that
very
just
low.
22%.
Hardly something to brag about.
Doctor, in base 3, 22 divided by 100 is equivalent to 8 out of 9, or 88%. I would think that quite satisfactory,
Base 3.
given this base's probable mission of destroying the soft forces
Good point.
on Proxtree.
Glad we ran all
The
this.
base has been operational for a week, but this has been here for 1,000 years.
If the Lucres built this base with a clock that told the time by measuring the moon's rotational speed, or the gravitational forces generated by Proxtree and the sun, the computer may have calculated only a week of time has passed since its first action. I might be able to learn more with another look at the console. There is a substantial amount of data here, but in summary, Scythe was created by the Lucres as a launching platform for missiles to keep the Softs subjugated to their influence. The Softs managed to infiltrate the base. However, their actions triggered Scythe's auto-attack mechanisms and initiated a holocaust that nearly annihilated the planet. One soft strike did, in fact, hit the moon and deflected it from its orbit. It has been dormant since then.
So why has the base been activated again?
Given the damage to the moon, its slow rotation and orbit, it has never realized the war is over. On this pass, for the first time, it has detected radio wave transmissions from Proxtree. Because it does not recognize them, it assumes the Softs are still active. Its transmission to the planet, I would assume, was some sort of a check beacon to see if it should continue its mission.
Jim, let's return to the ship and blast this place to destroy its weapons.
Doctor, this moon is a god to the people down there. If we destroy it, we will violate the Prime Directive.
Spock is right, Bones. Spock, what are the chances that we could decode the transmission and send a stop code to the base?
In trinary or decimal?
Spock!
1.327 million to 1, provided the archaeological studies about Lucre's languages are correct. Our other option is to get into this base and see if we can bring the computers down.
Another question, Spock. Why is there vomit all over the floor? Why are we standing in it? Alright, do it.
Spock, see what you can do with this.
The console reports, welcome to Orbital
22.
Doctor, it says if the Luke, there is a soft one soft.
So why is the base...
Given the damp, because it's
Jim, let's
blow it to hell! Yeah, who would survive longer? Wilco and Kirk's universe, or Kirk and Wilco's universe? That's a very good question, actually.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
I'd say Kirk and Spock's universe, or Kirk and Wilco's universe, but damn it if Wilco doesn't always find a way to survive, you know what I'm saying?
Fascinating. If the Federation language studies were correct, the ideograph for the word scythe in the Lucre's language is the 17th symbol in their alphabet that corresponds with 122 in base 3.
Alright.
Save new game.
Captain, we have a cure for the computer virus.
Well done.
They're like knocking these things out in 2 minutes
To
time.
exclusively attack the Lucre virus. They annihilated each other, Captain.
Nice.
Fascinating, Lieutenant.
The Klingons aren't going to be happy to learn that they helped us. How about the phasers and tractor beams?
We may get the tractor beams online in time, Captain. I'm afraid even the backup phaser transmission codes were affected. We could destroy some missiles manually, but if this complex decides to launch more than 10 missiles at a time...
Understood. The ball is in our court. We'll give it our best shot.
Our best shot. Otherwise, a lot of people are gonna die. Alright. What we got here?
This panel is designed to receive an ID card to make the door open.
I forgot we still had those rocks.
One Starfleet issue
Yeah,
science...
I didn't mean to.
This panel has a slot in it rather than a keypad. The slot bears traces of triphosphorus silver and
use one of those coupons that guy gave us in the space bar. Just punch some holes in it. Nah.
Into my tricorder.
Alright, fair enough.
Can't say I like the decor.
The Lucres did not leave behind many examples of their architecture.
I can see why.
Captain, with the 3K AG content of the surface rocks and the tricorder scan of the pattern inside the lock, I believe the laser drill can be used to fashion the ID card needed to open the sealed door in the other chamber.
Yeah. Well, let's do that then. I like that. Very good, Spock. Very good. What we got here?
This box contains old wire and connectors.
Grab one. Alright, so you gonna take the reins on this? Or are you gonna... Laser setting. This is... 100?
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation. I used the key card pattern scanned from the lock to program the drill. It should now be able to make a template of the key card in the rock.
Ah, I guess that was what we were missing. Gotta scan it first. Alright. 100? I mean, that's what I was shooting before, but I guess that's cool. That's where I'm gonna use my rocks. Like chicken nuggets.
Spock, why don't you check out those lasers?
Obviously. Alright. Let's try this thing. In your own time, Kirk. Don't. Right, did that work? Huh, okay.
This appears to be the brain of Scythe. There are two identical but isolated computers that communicate with a third, which controls the launch of missiles.
Alright, start doing your thing.
Jim, I don't know anything about...
Ask your science officer. What are you doing on my left side, Spock?
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.31 hours adjusted.
About this one. Oh, running out of time. How does Spock know everything?
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Alpha Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 3.21 hours adjusted.
Interesting.
These warheads are not a very efficient delivery system, Captain.
Who needs efficiency when the end of the world is everywhere around here?
Curb your emotions, Doctor. They serve no constructive purpose here.
That's
There's
a good
nothing
point.
constructive about this place, Spock. It's an obscenity.
That too. That too. Alright. Let us... Let's wire this up. I got it, I got it.
The connector snaps into place.
Contact. Do it, Mr. Spock. Maybe we should,
Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated Estimated time to optimum launch range is 1.54 hours. Adjusted.
The launched missiles will run out of fuel before they reach Proxtree. They will drift into the sun and burn up.
They don't blow up the sun.
Kirk to Enterprise.
Is that a thing?
The transporters.
I want to feel stupid in front of Spock.
Again, Captain. We're ready to bring you back at any time.
Bring us home.
Good work, Blondie. You know you got a red shirt. How about you join us for the next mission?
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at
What?
Proxima 3 and
85?
evaluate your performance at 85%.
Where did you get that from?
You and your crew received 2 commendation points. Well done,
If I burned up
Captain.
those
Keep
rocks,
up
I
the
knew
good
they'd
work.
give me garbage for that.
Earth came so close to the brink itself.
Vulcans, too. Both, in the end, looked into the abyss and came to the only logical conclusion.
Logic? Humans? I'm dreaming, Jim.
Sometimes it is harder and braver to make peace rather than war.
It's always
Sounds like
harder and
emotion
braver.
had its part to play in a positive sense, too.
I don't know about you, but I'd like to bid an emotional goodbye to Alpha Proxima myself.
Take us out of orbit, Mr. Sulu.
85%, my butt. You get out of here, Starfleet, Star Command, whatever your name is, lady. And maybe grab a drink with Kirk. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video, and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you.